Hey friends of the channel, today is Monday, June 26th, and as always, I have more MLB picks today, and I'm trying to turn $2 into $32,000, so make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button for free MLB best bets each and every day throughout the 2023 MLB season. And while you're at it, smash that like button. We have hit over 70% winners in the last 2 weeks alone. I know we're going to get another one today, so without further ado, let's dive into the matchup between the Minnesota Twins and the Atlanta Braves. Twins coming into this game just one game over 500 and clinging to the AL Central Division lead. Sonny Gray, who is the presumed by most to be ace of the ball club, will start for them tonight. Gray, 4-1 on the season with a 2.56 ERA and a 1.30 whip. There are three consistencies that I see with Gray on the season. Number one is that he's not going to strike out too many hitters. Can he? Yes, but he's only averaging about 4 to 5 per game. So if you're thinking he mows down the Atlanta Braves today, you're going to be wrong in that situation. Second thing is, Gray does walk a ton of batters, and the Braves are near the top 10 in walks on the season. So I would expect that to stay true. The last thing he does, Gray, is give up 2 to 3 runs each outing. Gray is not a guy that is going to pitch 7 shutout innings. In fact, he's only done that once on the season. In just the month of June alone, though, he's given up 2+ runs to the Guardians and the Tigers. Not great offenses there. Now, I know 2+ runs is not a whole bunch, but just something to note as he's very consistent with his numbers in giving up earned runs. And today, he faces a Braves offense that is second in the league in batting average, first in on-base percentage, first in slugging, and first in OPS. So it might be a harder task tonight than his past few starts, and those numbers that are 2 to 3 earned runs per game might go up to 3, 4, or 5 earned runs tonight. Speaking of the Braves, though, they will throw out Spencer Strider on the mound tonight, who, unlike Gray, can be a dominant pitcher in terms of strikeouts. He's 8-2 on the year with a 3.93 ERA and a 1.15 whip. He has been up and down in the month of June, having 2 starts where he went 6 innings, giving up less than 2 runs, and having 2 starts where he only lasted 5 innings, giving up 5 runs or more. So, kind of up and down this month. If you were to pick out a flaw that it was in particular to Strider himself on the mound, it would definitely be the fact that he is a fly ball pitcher, and he lets the ball leave the ballpark quite often. That's not good for a fly ball pitcher. 6 home runs in his last 4 games, 10 home runs in his last 7 starts. The Twins are top 10 in home runs on the season, and Strider, for some reason, has an ERA at home of 4.62. So I would assure you that tonight Strider gives up at least 1 home run, maybe 2. Now, the good news for both of these teams is that their bullpens are both in the top 7 of the league. So after these guys get out of there should be minimal damage done in what should be a very close game tonight. This game has the Braves favored at -190 on the money line, and rightfully so, as you just don't know what you're going to get from the Minnesota Twins night after night. I think I'm going to stay away from the money line on this one, as it looks like it's going to be a close game, and I just can't trust the Braves or the Twins right now at the moment. So I'm going to look at the total, which is set at 8.5 runs. That may seem high, given the 2 pitchers on the mound tonight, but consistently, both of these pitchers have been giving up runs as of late, and if both Gray and Strider go 5 or 6 innings, I can see a combined 6 or 7 runs coming from both these offenses tonight. So I know these bullpens have been great statistically in terms of ERA, but if you dive into their seasons, you're going to see that they've both combined for 28 blown saves on the year. I think both these 2 pitchers struggle, especially Strider with his splits at home, and we see this total get blown out of the water today. And most people, I think they're going to go opposite of me, but my best bet today is going to be the Twins and the Braves over 8.5 runs. Now that takes me to my streak where I'm trying to turn $2 into $32,000. Am I going to do it? No. But yesterday, Rosario went 1 for 5, but the one hit was a double, and we move on to day number 3. 14 days, 14 MLB prop bets, 1 goal, $32,000. Today, I'm going to go with Jeff McNeil of the Mets over 1.5 total bases. McNeil, he has been awful lately, 0-14 in his last 4 games. But we are fading Colin Ray here, who is one of the worst pitchers for the Brewers. I like McNeil to get a double today, get off that slump, and push us really quick to day number 4. Feel free to join me on this challenge. Let's see if we both can't hit $32,000 together. In the meantime, though, sit back, relax, enjoy the start to your week. I'll see you tomorrow with another MLB best bet.